Welcome to the start of meteorological winter across Europe, a time when the continent transforms and the weather takes center stage in daily life. December marks not just a change in the calendar, but a dramatic shift in the atmosphere, setting the tone for the months ahead. This is a season of surprises, bringing more than just snow and cold. From sudden flurries to unexpected warm spells, December keeps everyone guessing, making it one of the most unpredictable months of the year. This week, Europe is a patchwork of contrasts. Mild air sweeping in from the Atlantic in the west, a frosty chill gripping the east, and a fascinating mix of conditions in between. Some regions are waking up to icy mornings, while others are still clinging to the last hints of autumn. The culprit behind this wild variety? A complex dance between a powerful Atlantic low, a swirling Mediterranean storm, and a stubborn high-pressure system parked over Eastern Europe. These forces are constantly shifting, shaping the weather in real time. These systems are pushing and pulling air masses across the continent, creating dramatic differences from Dublin to Madrid, and from the North Sea to the Mediterranean coast. One city may see rain and wind, while another enjoys a rare burst of sunshine. While some regions are embracing classic Christmas market vibes with twinkling lights and gentle snow, others feel more like late autumn with golden leaves still clinging to the trees and mild afternoons tempting people outdoors. This milder-than-average start to December will impact your daily routine, affecting commutes, heating bills, and even your holiday plans. Some may find relief in lower energy costs, while others might be disappointed by the lack of snow. Understanding these weather players will help you plan ahead, whether you're bracing for rain, hoping for a white Christmas, or simply enjoying a rare patch of winter sunshine. Each region faces its own unique set of challenges and opportunities. Over the next sections, we'll break down who gets the rain, who faces the strongest winds, and which lucky areas might see those first magical snowflakes of the season. We'll also look at how these patterns could evolve as December progresses. We'll track these powerful systems from Ireland's rugged coast all the way to the Black Sea, explaining what the shifting weather means for you, your family, and your travel plans. So, let's dive into Europe's dynamic December forecast and discover what this ever-changing season has in store. Europe's weather this week is dominated by a fascinating interplay of pressure systems, each one shaping the skies above us in its own unique way. Three major systems are in control, each exerting its influence over different regions and creating a patchwork of weather across the continent. To the west, a deep Atlantic low churns over the ocean, sending waves of rain and powerful winds crashing into the coasts of Ireland and the UK. This system is responsible for the unsettled, stormy conditions that have become a familiar sight for those living near the Atlantic. Meanwhile, in the south, a Mediterranean low stirs up intense storms, bringing heavy downpours and dramatic skies to countries along the Mediterranean Sea. Thunder, rumbles, and lightning flashes as this system draws in warm, moist air from the sea. In contrast, a robust high-pressure system stretches from Iberia all the way to Russia, creating a vast area of calm, cold, and settled weather. Under this high, skies are often clear but temperatures can drop sharply, especially overnight. The Atlantic low pulls in mild, moist air from the southwest, raising temperatures in the UK and Ireland and making for damp, breezy days. Umbrellas and raincoats are essential as showers sweep through. Meanwhile, the high over the continent acts like a barrier, locking in colder air and keeping conditions crisp and frosty, especially in Spain and Central Europe. Snow and frost are more likely here, with clear, chilly mornings. The Mediterranean low continues to draw in moisture, triggering heavy downpours, thunderstorms, and even the risk of localized flooding in places like Italy and Greece. Instead of a uniform Arctic blast, Europe is caught in a tug-of-war: mild wet air in the west, cold dry air in the east, and local chaos in the south where storms rage and conditions can change rapidly. The boundaries where these systems collide are the hotspots for the most active and unpredictable weather, where rain turns to snow and calm skies give way to sudden storms. This complex pressure pattern explains the sharp temperature contrasts and the patchwork of precipitation you'll see across Europe this week, from soaking rains to frosty mornings. As December begins, these pressure systems set the stage for Europe's ever-changing weather story, reminding us how dynamic and interconnected our atmosphere truly is. If you're planning a trip across Europe this winter, you'll want to pack for two very different seasons, sometimes all in the same week. The continent is currently split between two weather worlds, and your suitcase needs to be ready for both. There's a striking divide between warm and cold, and it's all thanks to the way air masses are moving across the region. In the west, mild Atlantic air is making places like Dublin feel more like a gentle October than the depths of winter, with highs around 14 degrees C. Even further east, Kiev is experiencing temperatures near 10 degrees, unusually warm for this time of year. Down south, Athens and Istanbul are basking in mid to upper teens, with southerly winds sweeping in from the Atlantic. Low. These cities are enjoying sunshine and mild breezes, a welcome break from the usual winter chill. But head west or north and the story changes dramatically. The Iberian Peninsula, including Madrid, is shivering. Temperatures barely reach +, and much of Central Europe is locked in a deep freeze, with many areas struggling to get above freezing even during the day. High-pressure systems are allowing cold air to settle in valleys and lowlands, especially overnight. This creates a sharp temperature divide that you can feel as soon as you step outside in the morning. The Atlantic low is spinning mild air northward, while a stubborn continental high is dragging cold air south, effectively blocking any warmth from moving further inland. These two powerful systems are locked in a tug-of-war over Europe. The result? A dramatic east-west split. In London, people are comfortable in light jackets, while in Berlin, heavy winter coats are a must. The difference is so stark, it almost feels like two different continents. Even Bucharest, which usually braces for biting cold, is enjoying an unusually mild December, with locals taking advantage of the sunshine and warmer air. This unusual weather pattern is expected to persist for several days, shaping not just the temperature, but also how winter feels and looks across the continent. It's a reminder of how dynamic and unpredictable European weather can be. It's a vivid example of how massive weather systems can create local extremes, sometimes just a few hundred kilometers apart. So whether you're waking up to snow or sunshine, your daily experience depends entirely on which side of the divide you find yourself. And this winter, that line is sharper than ever. Western Europe's headline is a powerful low-pressure system between Iceland and the UK, a classic late-autumn storm. It's bringing strong winds, persistent rain, and rough seas, especially to Scotland and coastal areas. Expect travel disruptions from gusty winds and surface flooding from steady rain. As the system moves east, Scandinavia gets rain turning to snow in the north and mountains. Norway, Sweden, and Finland will see significant snow accumulations as winter tightens its grip. This Atlantic low is why Western and Northern Europe start December milder than usual. The storm's circulation pulls in warm air from the south, keeping severe cold at bay for now. It's a trade-off: stormy, wet weather, but less risk of a deep freeze. The Atlantic remains in control as December begins. While the West battles wind and rain, the Mediterranean faces a slow-moving, cut-off, low-pressure system. This system pulls in moisture, fueling thunderstorms and heavy downpours, especially in Greece, then shifting to Turkey, Cyprus, and the Balkans. The main threat is flash flooding as slow-moving storms dump huge amounts of rain over the same areas. Residents should stay alert. Flooding can happen fast, turning streets into rivers and causing landslides. Snow is limited to the highest mountains. For most, it's all about the rain. This unsettled pattern lingers around the Black Sea into next week. Cut-off lows like this can persist for days, causing ongoing problems as long as the Mediterranean provides moisture. Stay updated with local warnings and be ready for hazardous conditions. The South's stormy weather demands caution as December begins. As the weekend rolls in, the Atlantic low moves on, but colder air from Greenland and Iceland sweeps into Western Europe. Expect a brief temperature drop. Rain may turn to snow on higher ground in the UK, Spain, and France. But by Monday, another Atlantic low arrives, bringing more rain, wind, and another surge of mild air. This pattern, brief cool downs followed by milder, wetter spells, will dominate early December. Widespread lowland snow is unlikely. Snow stays in the high mountains and Nordic countries. For most, it's a wet, mild start to winter, not a white one. The strong North Atlantic jet stream keeps storms coming, blocking deep cold from spreading east. Central and Eastern Europe stay drier and colder, thanks to high pressure over Russia. The West, though, should expect an active, damp, and mild start to December. The rainfall map for the week is clear. Atlantic-facing regions get soaked. Iceland, Norway, Ireland, the UK, and northwest Spain and Portugal will see repeated heavy rain as Atlantic systems roll through. The Mediterranean is the second hotspot, with intense, localized downpours and thunderstorms in Greece, Turkey, Cyprus, Bulgaria, and Romania. Flash flooding is a real risk in the south, while the west faces persistent, steady rain. Inland Europe, shielded by high pressure, stays much drier and colder. Wet ground in the west could mean river flooding and challenges for farmers. In the dry zones, the weather is settled but chilly. Travel in the west and south will be rain-affected. Central and eastern journeys should be drier. The rainfall pattern highlights Europe's weather contrasts this week. Where's the snow? Scandinavia and the Nordic mountains are the main targets this week. Atlantic moisture meets cold air, dumping heavy snow in Norway's mountains and southern Iceland. Great news for ski resorts. Elsewhere, snow is limited to high ground. Scotland, Wales, the Pennines, the Massif Central, and the Pyrenees may see a dusting. Most of Western and Central Europe stays too mild for widespread snow. Rain falls in the valleys and cities. Paris, Berlin, and London are unlikely to see significant snow this week. In the east it's cold enough, but high pressure blocks the moisture needed for snow. Only near the Black Sea, where the Mediterranean system provides some moisture, are light flurries possible. For snow lovers, Scandinavia and the highest peaks are the places to watch. The rest of Europe will have to wait for winter's white blanket. What does this mean for your week? Be ready for your region's unique weather. In the west, UK, Ireland, Norway, prepare for wet, windy days and possible travel delays. Keep your waterproofs handy but enjoy milder temperatures and lower heating bills. In the Mediterranean, stay alert for flash floods. Heed local warnings and avoid risky travel. Central Europe and Iberia face cold, dry weather. Bundle up and expect frosty mornings. Energy use will rise as people turn up the heat. Europe's weather's a story of contrasts. Mild and stormy in the west, cold and dry in the center, stormy and wet in the south. Understanding these patterns helps you prepare for the week ahead. Stay safe, stay warm or dry, and keep an eye on the changing skies. We'll be here to track Europe's next weather twist.